According to the child was not pulling his ears straight out, which is what you say causes him to act out that way. According to this little girl, that didn't happen. But clearly someone is responsible, Minnie Mala, for the medical bills that these people incurred. Can I see your medical bills? Because as between this lady and you, it was within your home that this happened, so somebody is going to be financially damaged. And I'm not talking about the little mark that's on your daughter's face. That's going to go away. Hopefully, well, I have. A report from a doctor thought will scar forever. Judge Judy, well, she has 2 scars on her face, one on her cheek, one under her nose. I just want to know what the bill was so far. We paid $2,500 cash for the plastic surgery to do her face. Okay, Mrs. Matter, I'm going to come to you. You seem like an intelligent lady. Thank you. And I'm sure that you knew that these people had a dog in their house. And an intelligent person also. Notice that when little children are around a dog, something can happen now. I'm not saying that you are responsible, but you clearly knew that they had a dog, right? Things can happen anywhere you go, right? Thank you. That's my point too. When a dog bites somebody, regardless of where, when, and how, is usually becomes the owner's of the dog's responsibility. It's almost a relativity here as to, okay, so bye. Default, you know? No, Ms. Soria, you're missing the point, madam. The point is that you were aware of the fact that your dog had a problem. Judge Judy, right? Did you ever tell that to Mrs. Matter? No, well, you see, that's a responsibility that you have, because then Mrs. Matter would have been on notice, and she would have known that what you knew about your dog, that your dog had a certain sensitivity. And then I would say, well, she assumed. The risk if she let her children go to your house to play. You can't say that I'm telling an 8-year-old. And therefore, I can completely absolve myself off responsibility. If you told the mother, and after you told the mother, she said, dog looks perfectly fine to me, I'm going to let my children go over there. Then she is at least in part negligent. You would agree with that, right? Yes, I do. But you didn't tell her. And that was a mistake. Telling the children is not telling her. Now they have medical bills now of $2,500. Somebody's got to pay for that. You had the knowledge. About your dog. She did not. So you have to pay. These medical bills, and the judgment is for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,500. That's all. What about the scars? I'm sorry, Your Honor. What about the other charges that I have to do another surgery for her toe, take out all the scars on her face? Let me tell you something right now. To date, your medical bills are $2,500, okay? Right? If you have additional medical bills, they're on notice. They may be responsible. It may be that as your daughter gets older, this little mark that's right over here is going to fade. I spoke to a specialist, but she told me that they will not. You may have spoken to a specialist, but I'm telling you, as your daughter gets older, she's still a little child. Her face is going to grow. Her skin is going to grow. And what looks like a 1/4 of an inch scar now may be nothing more than a dot later on. And you, as a responsible parent, might not want to put your child through an additional surgical procedure. So right now, I'm giving you your medical bills to date, which are $2,500. Now you have to know Ms. Matter also. If you allow your children to go next door to a neighbor to play, and the neighbor has a dog, a little dog like this, it looks perfectly harmless. There is always that risk. I don't think that there was anything malevolentized about what the defendant did. I mean, according to what she tells me, the dog has never bitten anybody else. But you have a responsibility to tell the parents, not the children of people that come into your house, that this dog has now bitten one child, because the next time this happens to somebody else, you are responsible for punitive damages. Do you understand? I understand. Judge Judy, that's all. Bailiff parties are excused. You may step out. Gavel banging dramatic music.